Welcome back to our United Chaos Challenge mode where I can't see my episode timer. There we go. We finished our prerequisite to baryonyx. We can't do baryonyx until we get another species in the park, which is the Herrera that we're working on. I think for now we'll do cross species and just get this gene unlocked because we might as well. Alright, we have other stuff to do, but we might as well get, as many genes as we can before we do Herreras. Even though it doesn't make any difference for them, we still might as well knock it out. This started the Herrera pen. This is actually probably way too small, but it can be expanded easily because it can just go right over here. And this whole corner is actually in view of this viewing gallery, so it's not bad. Can we do, one of these, then one of these. Oh, my other computer internet came back. Wonderful. I think we just go from, well, maybe not there. We go from like this corner. We'll just do a little one of those. That's fine. And then in terms of our view to the back, I think we just cut across here and call it good. I don't think we need to do really anything else. Can I get you to not snap to that? You bastard. Alright. Do that. You come here. We do that. There. I'm content with that. And then this can go. That's a bit better size. Water. Shouldn't need too much. Let's do the little de-elevation thing, because water has a tendency to be too elevated for whatever reason. And it always bothers me. So we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. Hopefully this isn't too far away from everything else here. In terms of ratings, what are we looking at? Amenities are at 100%. Guests are good except for publicity rating, which took a knock. But that's fine. We upgraded paths. These are... yeah, these are all big. Everything's big. Okay. Cool. And then this is where the baryonyx pen will go. That's the plan, at least, for now. But we're not going to build that any further than this one line here, just to kind of get a little bit of a guideline in. We're not extending past that until we actually can get the baryonyxes. And then after we get the berries, that gets us 6 species. That unlocks a bunch more stuff. We can rearrange the park. That'll be a good time to do that. Okay, now, these fossils are done. And then this finishes up that genome, and we can get those guys out right away. Do we have anything for our welfare guy to do? I don't think we do. We could knock out these inoculations sooner. New scientists in 5 minutes. We do have a welfare specialist. 33 per minute's kind of ass. You're 28. Faster incubation. Faster incubation and welfare is not bad. I'm not sure that it's worth it, though, compared to this guy, because 28.9 versus 33.1 for a fairly substantial difference in skills. We'd end up putting points into this guy and end up just becoming like Tanner Newbold. So I think if we hire anybody, we'd be better off hiring Tanner. I'm very tempted, I think, to put a point into Rashid here so we can do those inoculations. I think having 2-5 here is worth it. So let's get these vaccines knocked out. And then that'll be done in 2 minutes. Fossils will be done in 2 minutes, and we'll get working on the Herreras. We're also going to research viewing platforms while all this other stuff happens. We've got 2 pips of rest on Omanuko. I think it's worth having these. There's a few other things we wouldn't mind having, but just kind of just picking something. Somehow we've hit 3 stars right at this moment. which is interesting. That's going to unlock a bunch of new stuff, including new species in the randomizer. Boom. Australopithecus, Gigant Spinosaurus, and Oranosaurus. Okay. Interesting. So, the Gigant, that's a real interesting one. We end up 2 Stegosaurians because we end up with a small one. So the code is set up basically to guarantee a Stegosaurian, but there's also a flexible small dinosaur slot because the small dinosaurs in the novel park and the film park are entirely different. Like the novel has Othnielia, Hypsilophodontids, and Microceratus, a bunch of small herbivores, and then the film park has like Stegosaurus, Proceratosaurus, Herrerasaurus, a bunch of small carnivores. So I coded it in the randomizer to just pick small dinosaurs. That way it could theoretically recreate the novel park and the film park with the same settings. Does Chungking like Gigant at all? Yes. Interesting. So we could put the Chungking in with the Gigant. We'll have to see how that plays out. I'm not sure. It might be worth just putting the Chungs and Gigs in a separate enclosure with the Orano, getting them out of the Apato enclosure. We'll just see how that plays out. Interesting roster so far, though. We should still have a Ceratopsian coming, too. So maybe the Ceratopsian goes in with the Apato? Not sure how well that'll work out. We'll figure that out. We'll worry about those later. We gotta get these Herreras first.
Yes, you've achieved.
And see if 3... I don't remember if 3 was unlocking immediately anything we needed. Oh, Hadrosaurus 2 unlocked. Okay, well, let's just wait for these fossils. Okay, all the research and fossils are done processing. We can get these Herreras going. Oh, I didn't notice this. Our park so far is 3 C dinosaurs and 1 A dinosaur. That's really funny. And then we're getting baryonyx. A, B, C, 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 H. Funny. This should be CV Champlain Valley. Is that the one that's locked still? Damn, that sucks. Champlain Valley is a greenish skin. We could do Solar as a fill-in for something similar. You know what? Let's not do something similar. Let's do something radically different. How about blue? That seems fun. And then the pattern we're looking at for Herrera is Pulcarana, also missing. How about blue and black, I guess. That'll be fun for a batch. I think if we had a... Yeah, respond to chat. If we had a campaign in JWE2 with the JWE1 islands, I wouldn't mind that. I don't think it's necessary for there to be a campaign, but I think it's weird that the maps aren't included, just for sandbox, if nothing else. It's just kind of weird to me that they're entirely absent. CC, no, that's Chunking. Herrera AACA, so we get 1 pip of lifespan. Followed by CAC. C can't do a C. And then ACC, and we can't do those either. Alright. We're just going to do 1 batch of these for now, I think. Just enough to get to 6 species before we can, and then worry about more when we can actually do the proper skin colors we want. Let's look at that again. I remember, I look at this like every episode, but I forget, unfortunately, so then I go back and look again. But yeah, Pulcarana, Champlain Valley, they're both on this tier, which is 6 species again. Okay. We should also look at doing the berry research. That'll be after the Herrera's out, so we'll have the geneticist for that. Right, I need the Herrera first, yes. Alright, we'll let these Herreras finish something, we'll get the eggs going, and then we'll look at doing research, I think. Oh yeah, I'm always down for more challenge modes, for sure. Alright, Herrera's ready to go. 5 viable eggs, we'll hatch them all. Skittish, tolerant, long lived, skittish, nocturnal, skittish, no traits. Fine. 5, you do that. Our geneticist actually needs to rest, so we can't do the baryonyx research right away, I'm pretty sure. That's fine. We could, yeah, so let's do that. Let's do, first things first, you rest. Second, let's figure out a job for the logistics specialist to do. And then we can rest her, and then she'll be fresh for the digs for baryonyx fossils. So. We could work on power, but that's a 9, which she doesn't have by herself. Actually, maybe large hotels? We can just get large hotels knocked out here. Oh, but yeah, it's a 9 as well, and we don't actually have anybody on staff. I don't think we need monorails. I think we'll do tours, because we're planning on tours anyway. This is a good park for tours for transport instead of other options. We did our attraction. I actually don't have a great option here for her for a research job. Well, I could do fences. Just do fences. It's cheap. If we decide we want higher tier fences, we'll at least have some progress on that. I'm not sure if it matters. We've already got all the attractions we're going to use. We've got, yeah, the tours, we've got the platforms, we've got the viewing galleries. We're not using regular attractions because they're too OP. So we're just banning those. So it'll be a minute for them. Okay, they're pretty quick actually.
Objectives.
Contract, monthly
This
contract,
one, for
disease-free.
example.
That's the one I'm doing. It's already ticking down, so there's no stealth diseases in the park, which is great.
Having dinosaurs
If we need a ranger station for the Herreras. This is what I was going to check on before I was rudely interrupted by Claire, who won't shut up. Ranger team 3. Which post is this? Not what I wanted. I want the post. Don't send me to the thing. Ranger post 1. So Ranger team 4. Get over here. It's probably good thing, worthwhile thing to put a gate in. Actually, is it? No, the gates break down more often. I'd rather the two dinos don't intermingle if a gate breaks between them. Let's put a gate here. And then the Jeep can choose to... Actually, no. Let's just not put in the extra gate. Let the Jeep double back and out here. It's fine. We'll let them take slightly longer to get from the Stratos to the Herreras in the interest of security. No extra gates. Release via airlift, these guys. And then we'll check on them. Let's get them their feeder. I feel like I was going to say something else, and now I don't remember. I'm sure it wasn't important. I mean, it's probably not important. This should allow us to do baryonyx. You can get arrested. Yeah, everybody's back. We already arrested the logistics specialist too. So let's focus down the baryonyx research first, and then we can go do the dig. So this is simply the geneticist. Yeah, then everybody else just sits tight. Let's see what these Herreras look like. I'm excited. Oh shit, storm warning. That's fine too. We'll have to juggle this and get them set up well. Just make sure the fences stay. Oh, that's the... Yeah, the power thing, not the gate. Okay. Is the first one down? Can we look at them? Not quite. Actually, I should not send Ranger 4 that way. Let's keep Ranger 4 on hand. We'll keep using 3. That way 4 is able to head to the other side of the park if need be. Okay, now the Herrera's down. Let's take a quick peek at you. Really can't see your collar too well, but you look like a weird splotchy guy. So, there it is. Am I hyped for Camp Cretaceous? I'm going to be honest with you, no. Not really. So they need forest and open space. I'm not sure if there's anything to be... Well, I don't know if these plants... There's like different plants. You see these? Actually, are there? That might just be... Yeah, there's some different plants here. I don't know if those are trees. If they're like plants that the herbivores eat, they actually do affect the open space requirement. So let's just clear that out and then put some extra forest in here. Go a little smaller, maybe just a scash over here, a little bit more this way. Try to leave it so it's passable with the vehicles and everything. And we'll see how that turns out.
Now what we have here is a Herrerasaurus. It's
Hopefully we can get enough of them over there without it being an issue. Is that a... No, that's the station still. That's busted. Okay, that's fine.
Spectacular addition to our dino.
That's a fence, though. Okay, Ranger Team 4. Oh, this one is actually going to be not reachable. We know that's already a problem.
It just requires a...
I should move that, maybe, but it'll mess everything else up. Oh, God, it's stuck. He's fucking stuck there. Asshole. Alright, can you move on your own? God damn it. Ranger Team 3... No, wait. Which one? Yeah, 3's over here. 3, get moving. Is that car going to be completely stuck? No, they're moving now. I can't drive it, but they are able to unstick themselves. Okay. What do we got for threats nearby? Nothing, actually. The dinosaurs are flagged as threatening, but they're far enough away so far that it doesn't seem to be affecting things. Holy shit, can you get in the little gate? Go, idiot. Please, I'm begging you. Alright, you fix this. Then you can't reach the little fence destination. That's fine, we'll do that ourselves. Hopefully, turn. Please turn the fucking car. Jesus, the storms are nightmares on vehicle control. Okay. And you guys are just standing by a fence. It's not actually damaged. Great. Expedition Center's damage doesn't matter. Storm is over, actually. So, yeah, get in here, repair that, and repair that. Ranger Team number 3. Repair that. You can get that first. You're right next to it, and then get the gate. Okay, we're fine. Everything's good. We'll wait for these claw marks to drop, and then pop them shelters open. Cool. I was a bit concerned that storm looked like it was going to be a problem, but it ended up being not that bad. Still missing forest on you. You have open space. Dinosaur that looks like a camel. That could be so many different things. I'm not sure what you mean by that one. The Tarbo... I mean, it's not terribly exciting, but as a if it's a canon species because of Camp Cretaceous, assuming that is a Tarbo in the trailer, I would like it in the game just for completion's sake. But we're also missing a bunch of other canon species that are missing. Peloroplites, Teratophonius, Segisaurus, Microceratus, well, Dominion species, of course, too, like Microceratus. Hadrosaurus. I'm missing a bunch of novel species like Hadrosaurus and other stuff, too. I would prefer to see canon animals before we see Dinochirus and Argentinosaurus. But Dinochirus should make it in eventually, because like the Therizinosaur rig needs to be used on more creatures. And Dinochirus is a really good way to use that rig, because then you get a giant Ornithomimosaur instead of another Therizinosaur. Add some interesting diversity to that style of animations. I think it'd be fun. I don't really think we need a third Titanosaur, though. I don't think Argentinosaurus really needs to be in. And I don't generally want Cenozoics. I'd be fine with Smilodon because of Camp Cretaceous, but beyond Smilodon, I don't really want to see any Cenozoics. Because it just opens up the can of worms of introducing all sorts of mammals. If they're going to add creatures, I'd like to see dinosaurs. I'd like to see missing canon species and missing novel species and things like that. Oh, the Lystrosaurus you're talking about from Dominion? That little, four-legged reptile? That's a, lizard. A mammal-like lizard, not a dinosaur. One of those, like Dimetrodon. Should be added. Oh, so this was before the other one was added, I guess. One was still airlifting in. Let's expand this enclosure. We have more space. Why don't we just go all the way back to the hillside? We can do better than that. Sure, this is fine. Maybe we go like straight back from here. Let's delete that guy. We'll just do one of those, and then we can just do, I don't know, angular piece like this. Actually can get to that, which is interesting. It's probably going to look weird because it's curved and then straight. Actually, that actually connects pretty well. I think that looks fine. Okay, we'll do that. He's pretty small. I don't know offhand the size of Lystrosaurus. I think Lystrosaurs get bigger than that. But I might be wrong. I thought they get to be like pig-sized. And that guy's a little small. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Lystrosaurus gets up to like waist height. They're bigger than Compies by far. They could totally be in the game. Like Homolocephaly size, that's fine. Yeah, just upscale them from what the one in Dominion is like, because that one's probably supposed to be a juvenile or something. Or just undersized because movie, who knows. And I don't really mind tiny dinosaurs. I like Compy being in the game. I love it. I'm totally content to see a Microceratus of similar size. It's fine by me. I was paused. Why was I paused? Whoops. And our other research and stuff were done during the storm. Let's go dig up baryonyx. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, so 2 dig sites means at least 2 trips. Our welfare specialists can continue to work on these vaccines. There's an argument to get the vaccines out before we hatch the Herreras, but they're not going to last anyway. Then this guy will do fossils. That leaves geneticist. I don't think they have much of anything to do. I guess we check through the dinosaur research. That's what we do. Australovenator is on mono, so we can do that when we get the genetics for it. Listen, Halloween is never finished, damn it. It's only 362 days till Halloween or whatever. It's practically tomorrow. Gigant. Gigant is right here again, 12 as well. Still can't get you. And then a Rano is an automatic unlock we saw earlier, but let's still take a peek at that. Yeah. So Rano is easily the next dino we can add to the park. I think we'll want to do some more substantial reorganization before then, though. We also do still need the large appetite Apatosaurus, so we do want more Apatos. We'll probably work on digging up fossils while we work on getting out more Apatos, I think. But first we'll have to rearrange the park a little bit to accommodate that. Yeah, I think that's the play. So we'll move the Apatos back up the hill, I think, soon. Soon-ish. We'll get the berries up first. Actually, do we want to move them up the hill right away? Or make a little bit of money first and do research? I don't know. Point is, there's nothing here to research, I don't think. Yeah, Pterodactylus is automatic, so worry about this whatever pterosaur we get when we get it. So 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Let's just do a quick cut. Contract time. Popular and profitable are probably the ones to go for, because construction might be something stupid like build an aviary or a lagoon. So why don't we just take the one that's worth more? Profitable? That doesn't seem bad. Transport rating and restroom coverage are down. That'll already boost profits. Transport rating we're not going to do anything about, though, because we'll have to actually do something to accommodate for that. But still, the restroom will boost things a little bit. So it shouldn't be too bad. The Herreras are happy now. We've expanded their enclosure by a decent margin. Plenty of open space. Actually wants, relatively speaking, more forest. So I'll add a little bit extra forest here to make sure that with territory decay it doesn't become too bad. That looks pretty good to me. We have the extra water in the back. They'll be happy. Visibility. Let's look at that. So this whole secondary lake in the back is not currently visible. If we put in a viewing platform somewhere, it has to be actually right there is totally viable. doesn't block the gate, I don't think. How far back can we put this? About there is about as far back as I'd be willing to go. Yeah, that's not bad. I always kind of hate it when these things aren't on the fence, but in this case, putting on the fence is not an option. So we're just going to do something like that, and that'll be fine. Proves the visibility back there a bit. Not too shabby. Fossils are in. I got distracted. Hey, we got that crazy British treasure again. Wow. So much money. Damn it, why don't you fit? Well, that's what we do. And yeah. That'll be this guy. Next dig will be logistics guy again. What do we got? That's Ichthy, and this is Barry. Go. And then for research, we should be able to do the last inoculation. You. And I don't think anything else has unlocked any new genes yet, right? Yeah. Vulnerable, unfit, 6 species. Alright, there we go. Profits are getting close. We could try and reach this. I was talking about Cerrado, right? Svalbard and Pulkarana. We don't have Pulka though, right? I do remember bringing this up, which is probably me reducing myself. Yeah, we don't have Pulkarana. So I don't think there's any point of releasing anything else here. I mean, we could do more silos. Yeah, actually, let's do another round of silos. We've only done one good round of silophysis. Okay, Cryo, I'll catch you later. I was going to check your Australovinator question, but we'll figure that out later. At least I'll know when you come back. So you were good on pattern. Then your genome, you have 1 modification available. CCC, it should actually be tolerant, huh? Which is actually detrimental because that's going to add more dominance and reduce the odds of having a social alpha. But if we go to tolerant and social, it'll be a very dominant alpha. So that's fine. We'll still hatch another batch. Might as well. And then when the welfare research is done, we can just hatch the eggs and it'll be perfectly fine. Maybe the thing to tip us over to 410. Probably not, but whatever. Also, we could take a quick peek at these Herreras. Yeah, they're okay looking. Not the best. Mangrove Calcarana. The, nice shade of blue, but the Herrera pattern in this game doesn't really do much for me. You can create a Herrerasaurus that looks pretty nice, pretty similar to the, Jurassic Park the game Herrera, which is cool. But, yeah, I haven't seen too many other Herreras that really did that much for me. Still love it, though, as a dinosaur. I mean, regardless of it, the pattern's not the best. The model's still fucking dope. Cool-ass creature. I was starting to say critter and creature, and I just combined the words into something that was nothing. A classic moment. I also think the splotchiness, where the underbelly merges with the upper skin pattern, looks really weird, especially, like, here on the tail. Looks very strange. Like almost like web-like, or like it's paint seeping off or something. Very weird. Okay, the Coelophysis are ready. Small appetite. We got another social. We got a social small appetite, which would be great. Small appetite, long-lived, sickly. Social nocturnal small appetite. Social tolerant, sickly. Okay, I mean, that's good. If we're going to get a tolerant one, we want one that is definitely social. It would be nice if it was small appetite, but I don't think appetite matters as much for a carnivore as it does for an herbivore, where it is actually useful to reduce the environmental needs or whatever a little bit. So we'll get that batch of Coelophysis out. That'll, I mean, I assume that that's pretty easily added. Yeah. They're ahead on meat. Their needs are pretty low. There's so many Coelophysis in here already that adding more is fairly trivial, I think. I wonder if the Coelophysis can live with Tyrannosaurus. I would assume so. I think the Coelos are just too small to kill most things. That's usually what it is, right? The smallest carnivores don't really do anything. It'll fight Therizinosaurus, which is funny. Yeah, it can kill Homalocephaly in a hunt, and that's it. So this thing can go with basically any herbivore. So we don't have to put it in the Apato pen. If we decide there's so many Coelophysis here that we just don't want to mess with it, we could just leave it alone, it's fine. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright. Fossils in 2 seconds. Nice bird eggs. Very good. And that's a healthy amount of baryonyx. Oops. Get out of here. Not you. You. Expedition map. Are we actually complete? We are. We can swing over to a Rano now. Might as well. We can put those in kind of early if we really want to. I think the thing to do now, I mean, we want to get the berries, but I think we could start putting in the new Apatosaurus enclosure to expand. We could even technically, so what we could do, we could actually have 2 Apatosaurus pens. We've never really done that before, but since we want to hatch every Apato we can and we need large appetite, I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. And these were the correct skin, right? Quilly and Papu. They are. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll start a new big pen up here for Apatosaurus. And then we'll start populating it with new Apatos. And we'll see how long it takes us to get a large appetite. And then we'll start pulling Apatos out of here and airlifting them in here to kind of balance the 2 enclosures out. Or possibly just remove them all from here. However that happens to work out. The Coelophysis eggs will be hatching in 20 seconds. Beyond that, not sure there's that much else we're looking to do. We could do some more fossil research, but we need the expedition specialist for that, so I'm probably not going to bother doing that till the Orano is complete. So yeah, I think it's really just work on that Apato pen. Oh, and the Apato pen will be on a tour in the back, so we'll have to remove some Apatosauruses from the front pen anyway, because they only just barely meet their needs. And once you put a tour running through there, it's going to ruin that for sure. So yeah, let's build the pen, hatch a new clutch of Apatosaurus, airlift the new clutch and like 2 other Apatos to the back pen, and then put the tour in. I think that's the play. That's the sequence of events that we should have unfold. So that will be the plan. Baryonyx first, though. Coelophysis are ready to go. We'll just let them run right out the gate. These beautiful deep red and white Coelophysis are really good. I really do like these Coelos. They are gorgeous. Phenomenal stuff. That frees up the geneticist. So, I've built the enclosure. I think we should focus on the berries, though. So I don't think we should use the geneticist for more Apatos, because they're too likely to get people tied up in that job, I think. Yeah, especially with the... I think we can't hatch the Apatos unless we have 7 welfare, right? So we need this guy, then we don't have anybody to do fossils. So I think we'll just sit here and wait on the berry genome to complete before we work on Project Apato. I have got the enclosure back here laid out. Nice big pen for the Apatos. Good deal bigger than the current pen. Nice little central lake with a nice little rock island. Hey, profitable. I don't know how that happened, actually.
And deadly.
Because that's actually private. We're building stuff. Oh, the Coelophysis, of course. Still, surprised that the Coelophysis tipped us over to that. But it's nice.
That's why it's
Can we do a
critically
little
important
beach
you
on this,
continue to
actually? That
excel.
might be fun.
Lives depend on it.
Just a little light sand here on this inlet side. Yeah, that's a good little vibe. Nice little lake with a rocky island and a little beach. Bigger family, so hatch Coelophysis.
Fear, rage, fight, flight.
760k. I mean, easy decision to do that. We're gonna want more Coelos before all is said and done anyway, so because we'll have a lot of them die off, or just get rid of a lot of them for being the wrong skin pattern. which sounds bad. So that's complete. Baryonyx is finished. That's fantastic. Right when that guy gets exhausted too, which is also great.
Explore them all.
We'll get the Coelophysis
maybe
first
not
though
this
to make sure we get
latest
that
objective.
contract bonus, and then
Or
pivot over to the
I'll let you
berries.
decide.
And the Ouranosaurus appears to be quite the
Mo
long day.
dinos,
So.
mo money. That's my motto.
Yes. We'll be waiting quite a while for those to come out. That is a lot of Coelophysis. Social tolerant nocturnal. I don't think the one we had before is skittish, was it? Because that would actually reduce the dominance if it was. So the new one might be better if that was actually the case. I might have missed that. It's going to be a minute and a half till the berries are ready, but I think we'll get those berries at least started today, if not out today. We'll see what happens. And you know what? Once more, we released just a horde of little Coelophysis. It's always fun to watch little guys run out of here and jump out. Wow, look at them go. You're not actually missing forest. You're lying to me. Yeah, your margins are still really good. They actually do need 2 meat feeders finally.
Sounds
so
like we have good news.
All right, that was a bunch of money.
This latest
Fantastic.
objective is finished.
We're rich. We're
That
super
feeling you
rich.
have, the satisfaction
Berry
of a job well
on
done.
it.
Never gets boring.
If Cabot will stop fucking talking over me. God, Cabot, you're so unfucking professional, my dude. SD Sonoran Desert, red, cool. Rana. So red and black baryonyx should be pretty dope if they're actually red. They might not actually be very red. Pattern A. That's a 0. I remember my own system. AAC. Ooh, 75% long lived. Nice. Baryonyxes fucking need it. Their lifespan is actually pretty goddamn bad. Like 50 or something stupid without long lived. AAC, AAC, AA, a G, and a C. Yeah, not the best, but that's fine. Synthesize, 7 genetics. You can go out and do this. Probably going to be 7 to hatch. We'll probably need back you. So let's just get you going. We still could hire somebody. We still probably 18,000 for 5 welfare. Hold on. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's in keeping with what we already have. Training level 3 probably does not include the points from the specialist facility, I hope, but maybe does. I think we're gonna end up hiring her. 1 million bucks for the generalist? Are you fucking joking? 7, 6, 36, 360. Yeah, I think this is the time to grab her. Grab a welfare specialist. I'm happy with this one. It's premature a little bit, but we'll be hard pressed to find a better one. I think that's good. If we pick up a nice geneticist, we could fire Hyatt here. Although just having Hyatt around for fossils is probably not bad. Actually, we don't really need another geneticist until we start getting past the 12 required items. So Hyatt should keep us good for a while. And we didn't have 12 welfare, so now we have 12 welfare as well. Does that get us aviary? I mean, we had aviary. Yes, it gets us aviary, but like, it's not 12, it's 9. But we didn't have 9 before either. New gene mod? What? Why is that lit up? We do have a medicine here that's not been searched. So yeah, you can do that. No, just kidding. You can do that. Alright. Don't know if that was a new one. We did fix a tainted feeder. I can't. There we go. Could not click on the fast button for a moment. That's a fun bug. Always frustrating. The Oranos actually are just about in. We're going to wait for Hyatt to rest, though. But we can take a look at the fossils, at least. See what our berry eggs have in store. There's a salmonella. Yeah, that was probably salmonella in the feeder, which unlocks the medicine, even though we got to it apparently before any of the silos got sick. which is good. Gold and gold. I do love some gold. So you can just go back to work. Get me that. Our welfare specialist did come back and needs to rest as well, so you do that. Baryonyx is already. What do we got? 4 viable eggs. Social, long-lived, fit. Beautiful Baryonyx. Absolutely phenomenal. Problem is the aggressive trait. Is going to actually block that. Yeah, we need an aggressive social. Oh well. $3,600,000, 6 welfare. So we will hatch all of those, but we need, I guess our fossil guy back, actually, huh? Which means we can send Schofield. Wait, let's double check that, right? Yeah, Hyatt will do that. So Schofield processes the fossils while Hyatt actually works in the baryonyxes. 6 and a 4. Schofield. Oh, and he'll need a break anyway, so that's fine. Great. Well, that means it's going to be a hot minute till we can actually get out the baryonyxes, but that's fine. Other stuff to work on in the meantime. It looks like our ratings are pretty good. Amenities are still at 100%. Transport ratings, 97. That's not enough to be worried about. Overcrowding, I don't know if that's that bad. There's always overcrowding. That's definitely like the one nut we haven't really completely cracked in terms of like fixing it. But I'm not necessarily sure how much it actually needs to be fixed necessarily. Like at what point can we put a path through here? I should have put a path in and then put that tour in tied to the path. We could potentially connect all these paths up, but I don't think it matters either. Alright, he needs a break. You get a vacation. Hyatt is back. Select those eggs, assign those scientists, boom, boom. There you go. Next is Hussein Rashid. Rashid will do what? You're one the good welfare specialist. Well, they're comparable as welfare specialists. He's the one who's been here longer. He has seniority. I'm not sure we have too much. Oh, actually, no, because the other guy's on the baryonyx duty, so we can't do aviary research. Yeah, I guess that's not really anything for him to do then. Our new pen back here is built. We'll definitely need a lot of trees. Kind of like the idea of doing like thick trees on the waterway on the sides without the beach, so that it's like secret and concealed. And then you come down to the beach and you're like, wow, look at that. Oh, storm. All right, well, let's deal with the storm. Damaged shelters. All scientists will be exhausted. Are you fucking joking? How many scientists do we have right now that are out on jobs? At least 3 or 4. Yeah, fix the shelters immediately. Let's look at this. So 1 there, 1 resting, 2 on the baryonyx. So 3 and a 4th who's resting. So it's just him. He doesn't even appear to be actually exhausted. He's 1 pip from it. Okay, that's not that bad of an outcome, actually. That's fine. That could have been a lot worse. I think we've seen that. Or a similar thing that was a lot worse. We had to have all the scientists do stuff. That's a fun little moment, though, because that one's like, oh shit. It's a good oh shit moment. Probably the narrative events could really use more oh shit moments. A lot of them are pretty goddamn underwhelming. Like the endangered animal in building and you just disable the thing temporarily. Those are kind of lame. But these more dramatic ones are pretty cool. It'd be fun if you could have some control on those and deliberately pick some of the worst ones to have to deal with. Multiple dinosaur threats. Yep, that is that one. But it's on the way. Should be fine. We probably want to get this dealt with. Is that actually the baryonyxes done? Oh my god. We won't release them during the storm, though. I think the baryonyxes we're going to just release them at the start of next episode. Because this one's at 45. We should end this after the storm. Excuse me, are the fences not fixed? No, they are. It's just taking a moment to dip. Right. You were repairing that. Then you're going over to repair that. Then you can go over and repair that pip of fence that's slightly damaged. These fences are untouched. Somebody's dying. Who's dying? Why are you dying? Because you're hungry? Because you're stupid? I don't know. I can't actually help you either. Maybe we need another meat feeder. One there. I hate that I can't see my existing meat feeders. Kind of sucks. Oh, one there and one there. So yeah, maybe we want a meat feeder more in the back somewhere. Obstructed, obstructed, obstructed. There's too many seal devices. I can't get a meat feeder in. So given how pixel perfect the... Sure, put it here. The paddles are, if I remember correctly. Maybe they're not pixel perfect. Close to it. How do you get that much open space? We're not going to worry about the paddles because we're going to move them to the back soon. So we'll let them be slightly bad. It's fine. Oh, we don't even have the baryonyx pen built yet, so we got to deal with that too. Really? Contract right now in the middle of a fucking storm?
Successfully accomplished, the better our understanding
park rating might be
of the
easy
dinosaurs.
because we're below 3 right now.
As well.
3.5. Okay, not as good, but baryonyxes might get us to 3.5. That might actually be pretty okay. Repairing that. Oh, this is busted too now. That's fantastic. So we can't even release him if we wanted to. Ranger team. Status checking Serrato. Get the power back on.
The park rating is looking good, but it could be looking better.
Also, we're kind of at the point where we like could just start fixing a bunch of shit, so it's not all busted up. Because I kind of just hate it all being busted up. It's kind of obnoxious. Okay, stuff is still repairing, but the dinos are contained, so let's get those shelters open. Get out here, guys. Come and play. Okay, well, that'll be it for this episode. We'll get the baryonyxes out as soon as we get the pen built and the hatchery repaired.